This tutorial demonstrates how to run an account history report for one of your clients in the iForgeAhead system. This report lists transactions for a specific client within a specified date range. Transactions include invoices and payments, and they are listed in date order, and as each transaction is listed on the report, the balance column in the far right will reflect the new balance as of after adding that transaction. At the bottom of the report will be the final balance, which will be their balance as of the ending date in the date range you've specified. To run an account history report, you'll need to be in the full screen side of iForgeAhead. From anywhere in the system, you can use the menu bar at the top and click on Reports. From the Reports navigation screen, you'll click Account History. This will take you to a dialog box where you'll set the specifications for the report that you'd like to create. You can begin by selecting which client the report will be run for. This list includes all of your active clients, and it shows their current account balance. The list is initially sorted using the balance field, and it's sorting with the highest balances at the top, because these are usually the people that you're going to want to run the report for. However, you can resort this list by clicking on the name column if you'd like. Select the client that you'd like to run the report for, and then check these settings here on the left. The first area allows you to set a date range for the transactions to be included on the report. The default range that's coming in initially is set by your settings, which we'll look at the end of this tutorial. You'll also have an option to include all dates. Finally, you can select which title you'd like to appear on the report. It can be titled Statement or Account History. Once you have the settings the way you'd like, click Create Report. This will take you to a preview of the report. At the top, you'll have the Preview control bar, which allows you to page through the report if it is multiple pages. It also allows you to send it to the printer here. There are additional actions over here where you can email this report, which we'll discuss in just a moment, and you can change the options. Let's do that now, which takes us back to the dialog box that we started for. In this case, I'm going to leave the client the same, and I'm going to check all dates. That will tell the system to ignore the dates in this range and simply select all transactions for this client, regardless of their date. I'll change the title to Statement, and then run the report again. Now you'll see that the account history report includes more transactions because we extended that date range. If you'd like to email this report, you'll click this link here, which will bring you to the email form. The From field includes your email address and can't be changed, but you do have an option to click this checkbox so that you'll receive a copy of the email as well. The To field is automatically filled in with the email address of the client whose report this is created for. And the subject and message text can be changed here, but it's controlled from your default settings also. If everything's how you'd like it, you'll click Send here, or you can cancel. Now, regarding the defaults, you have an option right here to go to Change Defaults. This will take you to a special settings screen that covers account history and statements. The first setting is your default date range. This is specified in the number of days to go backwards from today. So on the date you're running this report, if your default is 90 days, the date range will be for the most recent 3 months. You can change that value here and then click the Save button. Farther down on the settings page, you can also set your default report title of what your preference is there. And in these fields, you can specify your own subject line for when you're emailing account history reports, as well as your default message text to go in the email when you're sending these reports through email. Once you make any changes to these fields, click the Save button here, and those settings will be used the next time you're working in the account history report. The final thing I'd like to show you regarding the account history report is the use of payment details. I'm going to pull up the report again just to show you how different parts of iForgeAhead work together. When we're looking at this report, you'll notice that the payment transaction here shows payment and thank you, and then in parentheses there's a number 1234. That is coming from the details screen when you enter a payment. If we jump over to payments, there's a checkbox when you enter a payment that says, do you want to include these details on detail reports? And right here is the payment that we were just looking at on that account history report. Here's the detail information that was pulling into the report, and you'll notice that the include checkbox is checked, which is why it was showing up. This next payment for a different client also has detail information, but its box is not checked to be included. So if this transaction is to be included on an account history report, this information right here would not be printed next to the payment information. That concludes this tutorial on account history reports. Thank you.